Hey guys, Kelsey here. I just wanted to pop in here and tell you a little bit about me. I'm the founder of the Introvert Sisterhood, which is why I'm even here to begin with. And I'm a mom of two. I'm a Tennessean. Don't know if you can tell by this accent, but love it here. It's beautiful. And I just have a really big vision, and that's what I'm here to share with you. But before I talk to you about my vision, I want to tell you a little bit about my story because as an introvert, I think that many of us go through these things and we don't want to talk about it. So, my story started 15 years ago as an entrepreneur, but I didn't know it. I was standing in a gym at my high school with a group of people, and this boy, who I thought was pretty cute, looked at me and said, "Oh, you're ugly." Man, confidence breaker, right? Down the drain. There it went. So then, I tried to go on with my life and just pretend like boys didn't matter to me as a high school girl because we all know how that works. And then I realized that I had a group of friends who were really nice to me when I was around, but often went out and did things without me. Another blow to my confidence as a high school girl, right? It was rough. In that moment, I created some thoughts that I wasn't pretty, thoughts that I wasn't popular, thoughts that I can never have a big group of friends because they won't really like me. Those thoughts shaped a good portion of my entrepreneurial life until recently. Because of these thoughts, I turned down multiple business opportunities over the years because I wasn't popular enough, I wasn't pretty enough, I didn't have this big extroverted, outgoing personality that could bring people, that would want to make people work with me, that would I didn't have a big friend group to start with, like that. I didn't have any of those things, right? Because that all started when I was 15. So I said no, and I said no, and I said no, and I kept doing the same thing over and over again, not making any more money, not getting promotions, not just making the same amount of money, getting out of bed, going to work, coming home, having babies, missing moments, missing their first steps, leaving them screaming in a daycare floor, all those things. And I'm not saying these things for you to feel bad for me. This has just been my journey. And if you can relate, then I want you to know that that it doesn't have to end like that. It doesn't have to be like that. I recently said yes. I made a big shift in my life and my business to some products that I align with, to a business that I align with, and that was it. That was what I needed. I needed some mindset work, I needed some alignment, and I needed a vision. So here's my vision. My vision is to help introverts just like you who have had the same story, the same experiences, or something really close to it, to change your life like I have in the last 2 months. I found out last night that my team is the fastest growing team out of 12,000 around the world. That's crazy, right? Like, I could have never dreamed that because I was never pretty enough and I was never popular enough and I was never had this big group of friends. I could have never dreamed that this could happen, but it did because I took a chance, because I went for it, because what I decided to do was work on that mindset and realize that that's not true, that I am pretty, that I am popular enough, that none of those things were going to hold me back anymore, right? I did the work and I found the place that aligned with what I wanted. So my vision is to help 100 of you do the same thing, and I'm not stopping till I get there. We've got a really great start so far, but I'm so far from being done. I want to work one-on-one with you to help you reach your biggest dreams, whether those dreams are weight loss, building a business, changing your financial situation, taking your kids to Disney World, or being home to see the first steps of a kid that you haven't even seen yet. I'm here. I'm here for you because I know how those things feel and I know how those lies can shape your life, and I don't want it to affect you the way it affected me, because now that I'm on the other side of it, I can look back and see it. You may not be able to look back and see it yet, but that's where I want to help you get to. So if anything I've said to you sounds even a little bit intriguing, East Tennessee here, I want you to click the button below. Okay, click the button below, schedule a call with me. Get on the phone with me, just me and you. Let's talk about your dreams. Let's talk about what you want. If I can't help you, then I'm sure that I have connected with somebody over the past several years that can, and I'm going to point you there. There's no strings attached to this phone call. Just hop on the phone with me and tell me about your biggest dreams. Tell me about what's holding you back. I'll do the same. And let's just make a connection. Sometimes that's all it takes. It's just one connection. One connection to start the ball that changes everything in your life. So click the button below because I want to get on the phone with you. Pick the soonest slot that you have available in your life and that I have available in mine so that we can connect. If you're worried about your kids, don't. Mine could be in the background screaming while we're on the phone. So as soon as we can get on the phone, let's get on the phone and do this. I'll talk to you soon.